मुश्किल है बच्चों के साथ। हाँ ये जो ना सब है ना। हाँ
The story of Ramayan begins many thousands of years ago in Ayodhya, in northern India. Ramji's father was King Dashrath, a wise and good king. Under him, his kingdom Kosla was a rich, peaceful and prosperous country. Dashrath had three queens, Kaushalya, Kaikai and Sumitra. Dashrath had four sons, Ramji, Bharat and a twin, Lakshman and Shatrughan. When Ram was old enough, he married the beautiful Princess Sita, daughter of Janak. Dashrath was growing old and finding the strain of kingship hard to bear. He decided to appoint Ram to rule as regent. Kaikai, Bharat's mother, had an evil maidservant called Manthara. Manthara convinced Kaikai that if Ram became regent, he would deprive her of her status of favored queen and kill her son Bharat. In panic, Kaikai demanded that Ram be exiled to the forest for 14 years and that Bharat be made regent. Ram left for the forest. With him went Sita, his wife, and his younger brother Lakshman. They lived in the forest for many years. One day, Ram and Lakshman were sitting a distance apart near the forest dwelling. Surpanakha was passing from there. She was an ugly-looking widow, but was ambitious and powerful. She fell in love with Ram at first sight. With her magical power, she changed herself in a very beautiful maiden and approached Ram with a lady-in-love-like gestures. She told him that she had fallen in love with him and wanted to marry him. He refused, saying that he was already married. Surpanakha then spotted Lakshman and her feelings were aroused again, seeing the equally handsome brother. She asked Lakshman, who also rejected her offer. Surpanakha could not bear this insult and attacked Sita. This angered Lakshman, and he took a sword and cut off Surpanakha's nose. Surpanakha rushed to her brother Ravan, and Surpanakha narrated the insulting treatment meted out to her by two brothers, Ram and Lakshman. The anger rose high in the heart and head of Ravan. Fuel was added to the fire, but Sita, wife of Ram, laughed at the cutting of the nose of his sister. Ravan was a rather evil, nasty demon. He had 10 arms and 10 heads. In order to kidnap Sita, he enlisted the help of another demon called Marich. Marich turned himself into a golden deer and allowed Sita to see him in the forest. Ram followed the deer deep into the woods. Sita was waiting for Ram for a long time and got very worried. Lakshman asked her what has happened. She told him about the deer and asked Lakshman to look for him. Lakshman told Sita not to step out of the Lakshman Rekha and went away, a line drawn by Lakshman so that no one can enter the hut. As soon as Sita was alone, Ravana appeared, but disguised as a holy man, begging for food. When Sita stepped out of her hut to give him the food, he asked her to cross Lakshman Rekha. Then only he will accept food. As soon as he stepped out, Ravan assumed his true form and grabbing her, he put her into his flying chariot and carried her off to Lanka. Ram and Lakshman came back and found Sita gone. They learned from the birds and animals that Sita had been carried off by Ravan. They set off to find Sita. On the way, they were helped by all the animals of the forest, particularly the bears and the monkeys. Among the monkeys, Hanuman became Ram's closest friend. Hanuman was not an ordinary monkey. He was the son of the wind and had the power to fly over mountains and across oceans. Hanuman told Ram that he would go and find Sita. Finally, he found Sita imprisoned in one of Ravan's beautiful gardens and guarded by demons. Hanuman managed to whisper in Sita's ear that Ram was looking for her. And now that they knew where she was, Ram and his friends would be here soon to rescue her. When Ram heard from Hanuman where Sita was, he and Lakshman marched at once toward Lanka with their army of monkeys and bears.
के बाण पे उतार दो आनंद है प्रचंड बोले मस्तकों के झुंड बाज जन्म की करी की तुम दुहार दो मान शान या की जान का उतान आदि एक धनुष के बाण पे उतार दो आनंद है प्रचंड
Finally, Ram used a special arrow given to him by the gods and shot Robin in the chest. This was the end of Robin. Ram and Sita were reunited. By now, their 14 years of exile were over, and they decided to return to Ayodhya. The entire kingdom of Kotla celebrated the return of Ram, Sita, and Lakshman. Ayodhya was decorated with flowers and lamps. Ram was crowned king of Ayodhya and Sita his queen. He ruled for many years. He was a great king. More than 5,000 years later, Ram is still remembered in India, where he is worshipped as a god. His return to Ayodhya with Sita and his coronation as king is celebrated on Diwali, one of the most important festivals in India. All over the country, lamps are lit and homes, shops, offices, and streets are decorated and fireworks set off in his honor. Much in the same way was done in Ayodhya all those thousands of years ago.
Thank you. Now, to recreate the moment where Ramji, Lakshman and Sita went to Ayodhya and the people celebrated their arrival. In the same manner, the girls are going to come up and celebrate the arrival of Ramji with Lakshman and Sita. the entire group of Happy Diwali. Thank you so much for seeing our performance. The choreographer of the dance is Hetal Sangvi, and the choreographer for the Happy Diwali song is Dipali Gandhi. Thank you so much.
And let me thank the person who is responsible for putting this whole act together, Shikhar Rastogi, who is the producer and the director of this sketch. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And we are going to have another performance by the other group, and I'm going to hand over the mic to them. Thank you.